What's going on, everyone? So the premiere of Season 5 of Samurai Jack is tonight at 11 p.m., 10 p.m. Central, on Adult Swim Toonami. And so, for that, I wanted to do a special video. You see everywhere, I'm sure, people have already been doing their top 10, their top 5 best episodes of Samurai Jack. But I've watched a few of those myself, and I've noticed there's a few episodes that I think are really good on their own that never seem to make these top lists. So today, I have for you the top 5 most underrated Samurai Jack episodes. Let's go. Number 5. Jack and the Creature from Season 3, Episode 7. This is the episode where Jack, while wandering along, encounters this strange creature that almost looks like My Neighbor Totoro in a way. It's kind of funny. Basically, this creature is really, really annoying to Jack, and we get a really, really sad scene where, I'm not going to spoil it, but the creature kind of F's up and does something to kind of hurt Jack, and Jack gets mad at the creature, and when they both sleep one night, the creature wakes up to notice that Jack is no longer there. Jack left, and we get a really sad scene of seeing the creature just whine and cry that Jack is gone, and it's a really sad scene. But I also think this episode has its badass moments because closer towards the end, we do see that Jack and the creature do get reunited, and we see that Jack is getting his ass kicked by these biker gang thugs, and we get to see the creature get fucking pissed. Like, he buffs up like a fucking giant ass creature, and not only beats up these guys, he literally destroys them. Like, he is ripping them to shreds. Like, it's pretty intense for a kids show. Number 4. Jack, the Monks, and the Ancient Master's Son, also from Season 3, but Episode 10. This is an episode where we get a really intense beginning. Again, while Jack is just wandering on his journey, he encounters these two monks. And while fighting them, they both find, actually all three of them find, that they all have a very similar fighting style. And not even that it's similar, is that they have the same fighting style, that they're countering each other's moves with moves that they also know, and it's a really intense fight. But what makes this episode so special is that they take Jack back to their master, who was the son of one of Jack's masters, and while Jack was training under him and the son kind of interacted, and so he remembers Jack from that many years ago. And they end up taking Jack to this portal that the master ends up telling them about, which can bring Jack back in time. And they fight this whole huge army of rock monsters. And in fact, it was funny when I was watching this episode, when they're climbing up towards the top, you just see this wall of more monsters. And I was making the comparison that it reminded me of that scene from Dragon Ball Z movie 6, I believe it is, the Return of Cooler, where it's just a wall of coolers up against the wall. I just thought it was funny. But yeah, Jack ends up going to the portal, but of course he ends up turning around to save his friends and not going into the portal, because that's the kind of guy that Jack is. Number 3, Jack and the Three Blind Archers from Season 1, Episode 7. This episode was awesome, and in fact, I'm really surprised that this episode hasn't made it on any of the top 10 lists that I've seen recently. This episode is incredible. Basically, there's these 3 archers, and they're all blind, atop this one castle. And basically, if you are able to get up there and get past these archers, you're able to get a wish granted. But the thing is that these archers are really, really good. Like, they've destroyed entire armies alone by themselves, atop, just not even moving, just atop that perch. Jack ends up hearing about this and decides to go up there himself. He tries to take them on, but they end up proving too much for him. They're too accurate and they're too intense, because basically every time that they hear a footstep, they immediately shoot. They can't see anything because he tries waving his hat at them and they can't see it. But once he drops the hat on the ground, they hear that and they shoot the hat. So what Jack ends up planning to do is Jack basically ends up trying to fight fire with fire. He blinds himself. He gets a cloth and puts it over his eyes, because he's done training like this before. It heightens his other senses, so he's going to be able to fight fire with fire, basically. And he does end up making his way to the top and defeating the 3 blind archers. And he will finally be able to get his wish. But the only thing is, the well kind of tricks you. Like, for example, the 3 blind archers, they end up becoming normal people again. But the wish that they had made on the well was to be some of the strongest fighters ever, some of the strongest warriors. And it granted him the wish, but they also lost their sense of control over their own bodies. So Jack basically ends up using his magic sword to destroy the evil demon inside of the wish portal, and then that's how the episode ends. Great episode. I'm honestly surprised I never see this on any top 10s. Number 2, Tale of X9, Season 4, Episode 11. This episode is incredible. It doesn't focus on Jack almost at all, except towards the end. This episode focuses on a robot that was created by Aku and their scientists. He was the second or third wave of robots that they made before the spider robots you see from the prequel movie to Samurai Jack. But one of these robots was given a emotion chip inside of him, and so he was able to think and feel emotions. So basically, when he and his other robots would go on a mission, he would feel sadness, he would feel anger, he would feel things while his partners did not. So if his partners died, he would feel anger, he would feel, being scared, he would feel all of these things, which would in turn better his performance as an assassin or as a marksman, and end up destroying his opponent way easier. Emotions ended up helping him out. So basically, he ends up getting old and he retires. And he finds a dog, and he falls in love with this dog. Well, Aku ends up kidnapping his dog and basically forces him to try to kill Jack. And while tracking Jack down, X9 notices his skill. He notices that he doesn't even think he has a chance, not even a chance against him, but he does it anyway for the love of his dog. Jack ends up killing him, and it's really sad because he lies down on the ground, the lights of his eyes are flickering on and off, and he just says, save, I think the dog's name was Shushu or something. He was like, save Shushu, and then the eyes fade, and Jack ends up looking at him like, almost kind of sad, but he's like, he's an Aku robot, why would he say something like that? And he just walks off. Really, really sad episode. It doesn't really focus on Jack at all, and that's honestly why I like this episode so much. It really helps expand the lore a little bit on other characters, and I thought it was awesome. Number 1, Jack in Egypt, from Season 3, Episode 5. I never episodes. Comment down below some episodes that you guys thought were really underrated that you don't see on many top 10 lists or top 5 lists. And like always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Enjoy Season 5 tonight. Jack is back. I'll see you guys later.